Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today. Here in the in-between, we were sent here by some crazy scientists, and I was the craziest of them all because I chose to do this willingly, yes. And we have killed that thing over there, the beast apparently, or something. And now a wall formed from tessellating blocks of bismuth. Apparently this is what, that's what I was looking at, bismuth. I don't know what bismuth is, so yeah. Rises before you, and from that, or from out of that wall, juts a face at least 3 almawa high. Its mouth hangs open in a silent shout. Eyes wide. I think that's that mouth, but I can't really see it very well. A damp, frigid wind screams between the rocks. It carries whispers in its wake and chills you to your core.
What have we here?
Of course, it's Rimmergrand. Yes. The god of entropy, cold, winter, bad luck, famine, and natural disasters. Also the god of death, isn't he? No, he's just the cold. He just likes cold. I think... No, wait a minute. Isn't he the one that kills all... Yeah. So, and in the plodding footsteps of Rimmerganden come death and disintegration, but of souls, not of people. For the people, that will be Barath. The voice of Rimmerganden rumbles from the stone.
A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you?
The god chuckles, a sound like boulders crashing down a mountainside.
You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
I'm gonna say nothing. Because I have a comeback that's not this. And the comeback is that he is grinding my soul to dust, as he is doing that for all the souls. Of course, that's not what he means, but I'm gonna say nothing.
Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
The chill wind you first felt when you entered this place picks up. It becomes a deafening cacophony of a shriek so loud and sharp it might tear the very bones from your skin or shred your soul to cobweb tatters. Easy. I have very little experience with Rimmergand. We talked to him only... No, we might talk to him at the end of the first game, but I think we also, in Ter Evron, we talked to him there. I think it is him, or it could be Barath, I don't remember exactly. Or it could be both. But I don't remember his personality. This is definitely out of character for my character, so I'm gonna say nothing, and let's see.
As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Barath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
That was alarming. It was. I'm also coming back for you, that's true. I mean, he's just, that's just his nature, really. He wants to grind everything. Just sort of like a kid who's just too obsessed with destroying things. I knew you wouldn't do it.
I can pluck you from the mortal plane as easily as Barath, and you will not belong to them forever.
To Barath, he's referring.
Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
Yeah, right.
I do not make requests.
No, we make threats. That was very obviously a threat. That was so very obviously a threat, it's not even funny. His voice booms from the stone, and the force of his words slamming into you nearly knocks you to the floor. And that just sort of reinforces what I was saying.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity.
I'm not laughing at this because I had read it as he was talking. I'm laughing at the fact that he's glorious in his brevity. I like that Elth. I don't know. I'm not gonna let Elthas do whatever he wants to do. Well, if at least I'm allowed to not let him do that. And I also don't like that you like what he's trying to do. I'm not really, because that means that Elth. I don't like the situation, and I don't like you. Because if he likes it, he knows what Elthas is doing. So I'm not even. That is a cool line. I like it. That's just my kind of dry humor for sure. But I'm gonna go with the second one because I'm interested to know what Elthas is trying to do, and it seems that it's not killing all the gods, which is what I thought would fit the game, because the game is so obsessed with the whole notion of because these gods were born of a lie, they are illegitimate and deserve death. There's a whole lot more problems than their birth, in my opinion, in regards to some of the gods, not necessarily all of them. Certainly not Helia. Helia is cool. And Magron is just, she's the worst. And Wurika is the worst. And then there's some very detached gods, like even this guy is detached, but especially the god of the hunt is a very weird god. It sort of does whatever. He doesn't care. And Ondra, she needs to go. Abaddon, he's the worst as well, but in very different ways. The gods are, I really like what the pantheon they have built. It's just fantastic, but most of them are jerks. The vast majority of them are jerks. I can only think of Helia as not being a jerk right now. And then there's Scan, who, yeah, Scan is the god of revealed secrets. He's just completely wild. It's all over the place. Anyway, what does that mean?
You will soon learn. In the meantime, enjoy the world as you know it while you can.
Well, if you're...
And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Rimmergen's voice. Oh, I pronounced it not too bad. Fades to nothing. Only to the wind remains.
Should spend more time in my mother's realm.
No, it's the humidity plays havoc with my fur. I don't want that. Also, your mother she's not. No, she's just. Ondra. Yeah. Anyway, let's go on. It is also interesting that he mentioned having a father. But he always refers to his mother when he says...
Can you hear me?
Yes. When he says mother, he refers to Ondra, or Ngati, actually. I am not sure what that means. Because it could mean that the biological mother of water godlikes are not regarded as mothers, and only the father is regarded, the biological father, is regarded as a father. But it could also mean many things, because technically, mother and father, at least in parentage, doesn't require biological attachment. I'm going to say technically, I mean historically and sociologically, even today. So, and also I'm not really sure if, and also I'm not really sure if there's any sort of actual connection. And when I say actual connection, I mean not a metaphysical connection between the water godlikes and actually Ondra. If Ondra actually just makes itself appear or something, I don't know. But because then, if there wasn't a physical connection, then calling her mother would be, again, completely fabricated. Not fabricated, but I guess metaphysical, at least. You raise your hand to find yourself surrounded by anxious faces. Flawn withdraws the finger currently prodding at your temple and nearly stumbles backwards.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic.
She sets a hand to her chest and fans herself with the other.
I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still. breathing, but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face.
Again with you, I just...
What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
Yes, I think I ended up in the Beyond. Flon raises a brow, but the other animancers look at you with undisguised curiosity, even awe.
What was it like?
Cold. No, weird. While you speak, one of the researchers prods you gently with a copper rod. Please don't. What? You hear the device in his hands give a high, piercing whine. It's a sonic screwdriver. Okay, now what?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness.
I mean, this wasn't really your fault. It was, as I said, it was my fault, because I came in here voluntarily.
Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your
I do need to tell you more
word.
things. I'm afraid the game won't let me.
We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update. And to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
So what the game made me do just now, and I'm just gonna detach myself from that choice because who cares? I really don't like that it did that, but what the game made me do just now is kill them. I killed them because I'm sending them to their death. Rimmergand has made his threat, and he's gonna kill them. That's what's gonna happen, and I can't tell them. I can't tell them. I wanted to tell them exactly what happened. Exactly what happened, and apparently Rimmergand says his regards. Might be the only way to do that. Let's try an autosave. We got an autosave over here. That would be 4 minutes ago. That's before my rant. That sounds good. Let's go with that. Cause not rant. Did I say rant? I meant what's the ramble? Ramble is the word. Yes. So a little bit of a flicker.
Watcher.
And many watcher.
What happened? Did you feel any pain?
No.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah, Rimmergand says his regards.
You had some kind of vision?
No.
A near-death experience?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, I literally went to the Beyond and spoke to Rimmergand. I just didn't want to say that for a very simple reason. It's stupid. Don't say it like that. You're clearly being sort of aggressive with them. Just be like, so I met Rimmergand, and he made a threat that he will kill you all if you continue messing with him, because he doesn't like having his sleep disturbed or something, I don't know, because that's the impression I got. With your safety assured, Flon's sympathetic expression quickly cedes to professional curiosity. Yeah, I spoke to him.
What was it like?
Cold and weird. Okay.
Sientere, Watcher, truly have stipend for volunteers. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machine. Until then...
So that doesn't change anything. Well, I guess that's better than what I wanted to do. I really should have pointed out that they will die. They will die. Rimmergand...
Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher. We're still running some small tests. Not quite ready for the real thing. What can I do for you?
Oh yeah, I still have on Odori's notes. Oh, maybe I should have done that before. Or maybe I shouldn't. Who knows? Can I ask you some questions?
Sure thing, Amica. Comes with the job, doesn't it?
Amica. Amica is the word, not Amica. This isn't Latin. This is based in Latin, but it's not. Animancers weren't very popular in the Deerwood. Do the Juana give you trouble?
Oh, things are much different here. The Juana may not have the same passion for the field as the Republics, but we understand we're doing research, not sacrificing children to wolves or whatever it is the Deerwood believes. So, no riots. Fortunately, news out of the Deerwood doesn't mean much to this lot.
And she winks to undercut her teasing. Are you trying to be funny? Because I'm not from Deerwood, but that sounds a little bit dismissive of... Maybe not. I don't understand what she means. Anyway, your accent doesn't sound very Valian.
Well, a few years in a deer will do that to you. Up to your armpits in jungle mud, insects, and snotty nobles. Probably would have been better off talking to the bugs.
Maybe. Seems like a strange place to run experiments.
It took us a few months to adapt. A few bad shocks too before we finished proofing the machinery against rain. I like to think it lends it all a little drama, no? Besides, how better to honor Helia than with invention?
Okay, that's all.
For now, nay? No trouble if you think of anything else, Amika.
I will. I just need to look at my quest over here. Odyssey. So, I have distant light. So I need to look. The journal is actually really good. I wish I could press tab to just go through the oh, I can do this, but I can't skip these. Yeah. So yeah, like pressing up and down. But here I can press down and go through. So that's good. It's a good compromise, I suppose. It's not quite all that I wanted. So I need Odysseus. I'm looking at the bold text over here because I don't remember where or what this quest was. And if I don't remember, maybe you don't remember either. So let's just refresh our memory. Okay, that's nothing over there. These are just tasks. What's the difference between a quest and a task? Who knows? Who knows? Well, there it is. I have some recollection, but I guess
Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher.
the context.
What can I do for you?
Context is gonna tell us. I thought you might be interested in these.
Ekosi. Are these other races? I never thought I'd get even a glimpse of his work.
I remember him. He was that guy that wanted. Well, we're still carrying him, aren't we? I wanted to be buried. She thumbs through with an expression of mounting glee.
Fascinating. Inaccurate, but fascinating. You do not mind if I hold on to this? Of course not. Here, take this.
And she distractedly hands me a large sum of coins and then flaps a hand to dismiss me. But he didn't actually complete. I mean, it's good, but he didn't complete any quests. So what I'll do, I want to and also I didn't like that it didn't tell me what's going on. I'm pretty sure it is the quest to bury the guy. I'm pretty sure it's him. But let's just be a little bit more. I believe that's a task. Her last request. Found a spirit, Muhai. It's not. I was just mistaken. So, Odysseus' notes must be... Can't I search? Yes, I can. Odysseus' notes acquired from his corpse are a dense collection of jargon and diagrams. They allude to mechanical and chemical processes used to treat Adra while it is refined into powder. These notes would doubtless be of interest to those working directly with Luminous Adra. I know why I don't have it.
Hope you keep... What can I do for you?
I'll just go through... There it is. Those notes we got in... God knows where, actually. No, how do I see the world map? Over there. Oh, really? Not even here? I don't even know what I'm clicking on. It's fine. So, those things were got in that place where we found Aloth, I believe. And then we didn't give them back to the guys from the Valiant Trading Company. Or whoever the mayor was of that town, of Port Mache. And that's why I have them. And I suppose that's good. Suppose. These guys are gonna get themselves killed, but whatever. Hey!
Watcher, what a surprise to see you again.
Cadman Hazo. His name is not unfamiliar. Beneath a familiar pointed nose, Cadman Hazo's grin achieves a careful balance between polite and sneering. His once round face has grown gaunter since you last saw him.
If the rioters in Defiance Bay knew he was here, they'd be on the next boat to Deadfire, with a cargo, a rope, and torches.
I see we've all moved up in the world, haven't we? Taking an interest in the sciences?
Azu... What are you doing here?
Well, that's what happens, isn't it? When an ignorant mob burns down your place of employment, you move on.
Captain, I say you run with a more dangerous crowd than I guessed.
Director Castle was desperate for learned academics, and Neketaka, being so distant from Brackenbury, did much to recommend it. We do fine work here, not as personally fulfilling as my time in the sanitarium, but exciting in its way. The Huana have a much more forward-thinking stance on the sciences.
Oh, I remember.
So it's easier to find volunteers.
I remember who he is, because there's quite a lot of animancers back in Brackenbury, in the sanitarium. He's the guy that was making the experiments on the ground. I don't remember what my choices were with him, but he's the guy that got basically duped and completely ruined by Theos X Arcanon. I was trying to remember the name of the main villain. Yeah, but yeah, he's the one. He's the one on the ground, in the where they treat all the crazy people. And by I say crazy people, I mean mentally ill, so literally.
Of which you are the latest, I hear. I look forward to working with you.
Stay out of trouble.
Always.
He turns away with a final half-hearted wave of dismissal. I mean, I know he didn't like me quite as much as one would. I did sort of get him out of there.
I realize this means very little to you, but I'm busy.
Oh, that just sort of, that to you at the end. I love that. Man, the voice acting in this game is just superb. Superb. It's not very often that you see that, actually. In role-playing games, in particular. Because in other games, I don't know, like, I don't know, The Witcher. Well, I guess I'm not counting The Witcher as a role-playing game because it's just so high production. That's not what it makes a role-playing game, but anyway. Yeah, you do see some pretty awesome voice acting.
So if things had played out different, you might have grown up here.
True. Good thing my parents had the sense to leave.
And you'd be worrying about what the trading companies were doing, setting up down here.
No offense, but I try not to live with a bunch of ifs trailing in my wake.
That's not necessarily a great way of doing things, but it might. Oh, there's the Temple of Barath. Lovely place. Absolutely lovely place. With a skull to welcome us. And things down there. Can I get? Apparently I can.
You go in first.
What's going on, guys? Hey.
My sister says Tangaloa is down there, and the priests feed it fish.
We snuck out. Please don't tell.
Tangaloa.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
Yeah, I don't want to see a kraken. I just don't. I mean, I kind of want to. I just want to. I don't know. I don't like. Please don't. Please don't have hard things for me to do. The winds whip violently along the cliffs below, carrying the sounds of rustling trees with them. I came here. Well, I don't. I came here for that. I think that just showed up. Oh yeah. This tree, its roots digging deep into rock and bricks, hangs over the ledge of the precipice. Below, an open tomb clings to the sheer walls of the cliff. I have many things that can do many things here, but I'm not gonna mess with that for right now. Quill leaf, and I'll get some pox packs. Sure, whatever. It's not quite what that is. And also, this is probably gonna be locked. Yeah. A massive door looms before you. The edges are sealed so tight, not a breath of air escapes them. Religious runes sprawl the length, carved deeply into pitted stone. Something about stepping into the jaws of Tangaloa with a full heart. Charming prospect, I say. That's Takeo examining the door, stroking his chin. So Tangaloa, it's Barath. Yeah. Oh, is it like a puzzle? I didn't notice that it was that. The serpent's coming out of the skull's eye. The door shudders and groans as you approach. So let's inspect. This is based on what? That's 6 alchemy? Suppose. Success. An elaborate etching spans the stone's width, carved faintly beneath several runes. I thought it spanned the length, not the width. It depicts a small crowd praying to a pair of giant eels that have coiled above a large door. An Aumaua priest holds a disc near to the door's face. A religious artifact blessed by Bareth is likely necessary to open this entryway. Okay, well, can't go in because we don't have that. But we should be able to go down. Well, actually, let's peer first. The precipice drops hundreds of feet into the lower districts of Nekataka. Strong winds assail the cliff, whistling as they crash against its rock. A few yards below, the ledge of an open tomb rests on them. This tree... Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna secure a rope and a grappling hook to the tree. You tie the grappling hook around the trunk of the tree. A couple of firm tugs convince you that it'll withstand your weight as you climb down. Okay. Your grappling hook, while secured along this tree, extends its rope all the way to the tomb that opens into the mountain underneath you. And since we are probably going to need to come back up, hopefully we would be able to get it back. I doubt it, though. It didn't happen before. It's never happened before. You just use that up. Let's descend to the tomb's opening. You grab the rope, planting your feet on the edge of the precipice, and begin your descent. Gusts of wind sway you from side to side, forcing you to tightly grip the rope. It digs into your skin with every move. Despite the effort... Your complete success, nice. Your group proves their excellent conditioning. Everyone manages to reach the tomb's opening without exertion, which is great, because then things would happen like that. What is that, actually? Fortitude. That sucks. You stand on the narrow ledge of the tomb's entrance, its passage leading into darkness. Your rope dangles from the tree above. Let's look inside the passage. Light filters inside just enough to illuminate entombed skeletons resting in alcoves hollowed out from the rocky walls of the cavern. The stone slab floor appears to have been laid hundreds of years ago. Ahead, the passage disappears into darkness. Okay. You follow the passage. The winds rage outside, yet the air of the tomb doesn't stir. Stale and heavy. Steps carved on the rock descend deep into the mountain. You walk down the steps, every stride echoing through the cavernous passage. Skeletal remains poke out of niches on the walls, lining up the way until the steps land into a narrow corridor. You stand before a hallway. Its columns frame dozens of tombs hollowed into the rock. Cubby holes line the walls. Skeleton remains litter every alcove and spill onto the stone slabs that tile the floor. Let's inspect the hallway. You carefully scan the corridor and focus on every detail. Skeletal remains probably dislodged from their cubbyholes over centuries litter the edges of the walls. Judging by an emblem etched on the stones of the tombs, members of the same clan or group lie buried here. A faint sparkle catches your eye. Under a pile of bones collapsed inside an alcove, you discern something glittering. It seems to be within easy reach. Let's retrieve it. You reach inside the cubbyhole, digging into the pile of bones and stones. Your fingers touch something cold, its surface smooth as glass. Fun fact, it would all be the same temperature, but because it's made like, if it is like iron, it would feel colder, but it would still be the same temperature as everything else. That's just what cold means. It's just temperature transfer. You grab it, surprised at its weight, and pull it out to reveal a large ruby resting on the palm of your hand. You reach inside the cubbyhole. Oh no, that's good. Okay, so I gained a ruby. I suppose that's good. It's for crafting. Let's cross the whole hallway and continue. You stand in a dark, narrow cavern. The path ahead twists in its descent. Let's retrace our steps and go back down the narrow cavern. No. Let's go back upstairs. Wait a minute, what? Because we're out of time for the day, so I kind of wanted to save outside. But it's fine. Yeah, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.